Hey guys, Shinny here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Adeptus Mechanicus Serberys Raiders. These guys, in my opinion, just look absolutely awesome. Right here on the cover, you've got this guy with like a freaking cavalry saber. This guy's got like a rifle of some kind. This guy's got a rifle, and binoculars, it looks like. Let me see if I'm going to zoom in here for you guys. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so zoomed in a little bit. As you can see, this guy's got like a cavalry saber. This guy's got a rifle. This guy's got another rifle and binoculars. I think this is the Raiders option, which obviously it makes sense. I mean, the box says Serberys Raiders, but this kit is actually a dual kit. You can build them as the Raiders, or you can also build them as the Sulphorhounds, as you can see here. And I'm probably going to build them as Sulphorhounds, because, like, look at this guy. He's got dual pistols. What is cooler than that? He's riding on a mechanical dog horse thing with dual pistols. That's awesome. I love it. The Alpha has some sort of cool looking melee weapon. Like, this is it up here. A power maul. That looks pretty awesome. So he's got that and one of the pistols. And then you can optionally give one of them a phosphor blast carbine or the phosphor blast pistol. So they can either have dual pistols like this guy, or he can have the phosphor blast carbine, is my understanding from the rules. I haven't looked into it too deeply. And then the Raiders have these galvanic carbines, and then the Alpha gets this Archaeo revolver. And I apologize that this isn't super clear. I've been trying to get my camera to focus on it better, and maybe I'm just holding it a little bit too close, like I'm getting it kind of out of focus, but that's about the best I can get it to look, is right about here. And so I apologize for that. This is the only lens I have for my camera, so this is about as good as I can get at the moment until I get a different lens or something. But I don't know what lens to buy. I don't know what I need to get to keep things in focus better, especially for this kind of stuff. So if anyone has any recommendations, please leave me a comment down below on like what kind of lens I should get. I have a Canon EOS M50, the first edition, so not an expensive camera, not a fancy camera. Let me know if there's a type of lens I should look for. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these guys opened up. Gonna zoom back out. Okay, zoomed back out so I can kind of get the whole thing into frame here. Let's get this open. Let's see, what do we got? There's a couple of bases there. 2 sprues. Or is there another one? Nope, just 2 sprues. Third base. So we got 3 bases here. They look like they're what are these, like 70 millimeters long? Something like that. I don't know, they're kind of the oblong shape. These are probably the same bases that the Skitarii with the transuranic arquebus or whatever, the sniper Skitarii basically has. Both Raiders and Sulphorhounds here on the cover of the instructions. A very nice transfer sheet. Very, very nice. They're gonna get a bonus Shinny Skull for this transfer sheet. Which is the same as the one in the Taraxi box. But it's a really nice transfer sheet. There's a lot of stuff on here. And granted, it's all kind of divided up. Like, these are supposed to be for the Archaeopter. This down here is supposed to be for the Serberys Raiders. These over here are supposed to be for the Taraxi. Up here is supposed to be the Skitarii. Cataphrone are up here. Vehicle Forge World icons are here. Warning sigils. Tech Priest stuff is down here. So, I mean, it's divided up into, like, what they're supposed to be. But honestly, you can put this on anything and make it look cool, because that's one of the great things about 40K is make it look cool. So that is all we've got in the box. I'm going to set that aside. So we've got our 3 bases. Let's set those aside. Transfer sheet. You know what? We'll just set the bases on top of that and get a little bit more room on here. Instruction booklet. Pretty detailed instructions. It looks like there's quite a few options here on how, maybe not options, but there's quite a few steps involved in each of these is probably the better way to phrase this. Okay, so the alpha can be assembled, it looks like, because this is the page for the alpha. This is how you would assemble him to be the alpha, but you can also assemble him as just a normal raider, which is good, because that means if you bought 2 packets of these, or I'm sorry, if you bought 2 boxes of these, you could build one set with the alpha and then the other set with this Serberys Raider C, and you could have a squad of 6 and not have 2 alphas in the squad. So that's good. I like that. And I'm assuming it's probably going to be the same with the Sulphorhounds. Sulphorhound with Phosphor Blast Carbine. Or there's a Sulphorhound B where he's got 2 of the blast pistols. Okay, and then the alpha is the same way here. So you can assemble him with the power maul and the pistol, or you can give him dual pistols as well. So that is fantastic because you can assemble them both ways. And then it looks like we've got rules for raiders in 5 languages, but no rules for the Sulphorhounds. Interesting. Nice choice there, I guess, Games Workshop. Thank you. Yeah, these guys retail for $60 directly from Games Workshop. However, you can get them usually from your local stores for around like 50 to 55, so you get a little bit of a discount there. And then some stores, like mine here locally, actually gives a fantastic discount. We often will get like 15% off on a lot of things. So there's only 2 sprues, and we're going to take a closer look at these. Something I did not do in my Taraxi video, which I was really upset about. I didn't realize it until afterwards. So it looks like this could have been... It looks like this was made as one long sprue, because this is just like, this is like a perfect fit to match back up to here. So this was made as one big sprue. This was how it was manufactured, and then snapped in half to fit into the box. So let's take a look at just this sprue here real quick, and we're gonna zoom in. So we have quite a few heads here. A lot of heads, it looks like. I'm seeing... These are probably the 2 alpha heads. So this looks like the Sulphorhound alpha, because the Sulphorhounds are basically the Skitarii Vanguard. And then the Raiders are basically the Rangers. And I hope that these are in focus here. Okay, so yeah. Quite a few. We got 1, 2, 3 different Raider heads here. The alpha here. It looks like another option here for the Raiders. He's probably supposed to be like the special weapon guy. And then there's one here that's like bald. Not wearing a hood of any kind. I don't usually like those for the Skitarii, but I guess it's nice that they've included it. Then we've got 3 Vanguard heads here, 2 more here for potentially like the special weapons. Are these different or the same? Really adjust the focus up close here. But basically, these have slightly different patterns on the sides of the helmet. So you can kind of choose which one you want. And then this will also get you a better look at some of the other heads here. So you got basically 3 normal Ranger heads, and then 3 pretty normal. Well, these kind of have these like front plates on the front with these little spiky things on the, like, right between the eyes going across. So those are a little different than the normal Vanguards, but these look very similar to the normal Skitarii. I'm sorry, Ranger. I was saying Raider earlier. These are like the Skitarii Ranger heads. And then as we saw in the instruction booklet, I mean, there's quite a few parts here for the horses, so you should have enough to build 3 full horses. Probably no extra parts other than the heads, because I know, let's see here, you've got the 2 different options for the heads. I think this is the Sulphorhound variant right here. It's got like the holes in it, because I'm pretty sure those are supposed to basically be like the flamers. I'm gonna double check my box here. Yeah, those are the Sulphorhounds. So these guys here with the little holes on them are the Sulphorhounds. This one here, where you can kind of see like the teeth and kind of more of the skeleton structure, these are for the Raiders. So I'm assuming the depending on how these heads get glued together, you could probably magnetize those. Like, if however they attach at the neck, if it's a nice flat surface, or even, you know, maybe a little bit of fiddling, but you can probably add a magnet in there and magnetize the heads if you wanted to swap between them. So that's pretty nice. Okay, I think one of these is supposed to be for the saber and one of these is supposed to be for the rifle. So the empty one here is probably for the rifle, is my guess. And then here's a couple of the pistols, another pistol, and these are huge pistols too. Here's one of the cavalry sabers, another pistol here. These are the Archaeotech. This I think is the Archaeotech revolver, and these I think are the Phosphor pistols. Because this one here just looks more like an old school, like a fancy Western revolver or something. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other sprue. It's probably going to be more of the same, probably more of the bodies and stuff, like for the horses, more of the heads. Here's some of the rifles. I don't think there was any of the rifle, oops, sorry. I don't think there was any of the rifles on the other sprue. It was mostly just pistols. And then there's more, oh, here's the Phosphor rifle. But yeah, lots and lots of cool stuff on here. I think these guys are really cool. So quick overview again here real quick. We've got the instruction booklet, 2 full sprues to build a full squad of 3 of these guys as either Raiders or Sulphorhounds. You've got 3 bases. I don't know the exact measurements on these, so I do apologize for that. It looks like they are 60 by 35 millimeter oval bases according to Games Workshop's site. So you get 3 of those, and then a really, really nice transfer sheet, which this is the same transfer sheet that came with the Taraxi. I'm assuming this is going to be the transfer sheet that comes with a lot of their newer stuff. I'm excited to get these guys built. I want to use them in a game and see how they do. I have no idea if they're going to be good or not, but they look so cool, especially these guys with their dual pistols. I really like those with the dual pistols. So those earn some bonus points for me for how cool they look. But yeah, I'm excited to get these built. I want to get them painted and everything. So hopefully I'll be able to do that on stream here pretty soon, either building or painting, or even both on stream. So if you guys want to check that out, I stream over on Twitch a few times a week. Sometimes I'm painting, sometimes I'm building models, and sometimes I'm playing games. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. So link down in the description below, twitch.tv/ShinigamiNG channel if you want to come check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, come on, let me get up here already.